Oh, this is a message for someone who's very preoccupied right now with looking for signs, okay? If this message is for you, there's things you want to do in your life that you feel not completely sure about, or you just want more confirmation, something like that. So you're constantly looking for signs, okay? And what I'm getting here is you actually have an overabundance of signs, but you've gotten into a state where no amount of signs will ever be enough, okay? It's like you want confirmation that something is for sure and for certain, and there's no amount of validation and confirmation you get that it's going to be enough for you at this point. So why is that? Is because this is no longer about that. This is more so about something inside of you, some kind of hesitation or fear you have, and it has nothing to do anymore with confirmations from the universe or the other cooperative components of this manifestation, because I'm getting this is about some kind of manifestation, some kind of dream come true for you. This is something you wanted to make happen for yourself, and it's like you're making it happen and you're getting all the signs, and they're not enough for you. They're just not enough for you, and you keep asking for more and more and more, and you just don't know you don't know what it's gonna take. You keep thinking that there's gonna be some kind of special extra good sign that's gonna make you feel completely confident in yourself to take some kind of next step. But here's the deal, and I've mentioned this so many times in the channel and in general in life, like God asks us to step in faith in these kinds of situations, okay? And that's part of the process of the manifestation process. There's going to come a point where you're going to get an inspired action, like a hunch to do something, and at that point you should have enough signs to feel that confidence to take that step in faith, to prove to God, like you're doing your part of the equation, okay? And so that's where you're stuck at. It's almost like you're on the edge of a pool, or like, how do they call the board, the jumping board for the pool, and you just won't jump, okay? Now you have training, you've done this, you know you can do it, you got the right go ahead, it's the perfect weather, perfect conditions, your perfect swimsuit, blah 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 blue, and it's just you are freezing up for different reasons. This has nothing to do with the conditions or the signs or whatever else. You have all of those. So maybe it's time, what I'm getting is for you to take some kind of stock of your own hesitations, okay, and where they come from. There's something here that is very, very internal and maybe tied to your past, okay? The situation is reminding you of some kind of past situation, and it's tied to some kind of major trauma or fear, and that's what's creating this freeze response, okay? No amount of signs is gonna unfreeze you if you don't deal with whatever this trauma was that made you so afraid to do this thing, okay? This has nothing to do with the current thing. What I'm getting very clearly is this is something of the past, to do with other circumstances, other situation, other people. Probably situation, people, circumstances you're no longer even involved with at all. It could be something from childhood that is just simply no longer applicable or the case, but this still has some kind of hold on you, and what it has is an imprint of a trauma that created this irrational fear inside of you, and this is just basically your ego trying to protect you and going into a fight or flight response, or fight, flight, or freeze response, to just basically protect you from some kind of massive possible like emotional annihilation is what I'm getting, okay? So whatever this trauma from the past was must have caused some kind of huge emotional blow it was like emotional annihilation. That's what I keep getting. And so it might have been the worst case of that in your entire life or something like that, but it connects to this current situation in some sort of way, and that is what is being activated, and that's what's activating this freeze response in you. So you need to ground yourself, get back to operating normally, okay? And from there, if you can do some inner healing and digging of that situation, it's not always helpful to dig in the past and things like that, but sometimes it's very necessary in order to be able to move forward. this thing is holding you back. You have a manifestation that it seems you've put so much work in, and everything is unfolding maybe even better than you expected, or you're just getting whatever confirmation or signs you were asking for. Is like you're being exceeded in your expectations, but it's not taking you out of that fear-free state. And so this is why. So hopefully this was helpful.